Hi guys, it's Adria. So today I'm going to be doing Ask Adria number 5. This is going to be a continuation from the list of questions that I answered in the previous Ask Adria. If you haven't seen that, it will be linked right here in an annotation. But if you have already seen that, let's just get on to this one. Even though, you don't really need to see the first one to watch this one, but yeah. Liz Bowen asks, what is your favorite quote? My favorite quote is probably everybody wants happiness, nobody wants pain, but you can't have a rainbow without a little rain. That is like a quote that people associate with me a lot. I really like that quote because it reminds me that even when things are like tough, it's not forever, girl? It'll be okay. Jesse J 32, what is your favorite Bible verse? My favorite Bible verse is Jeremiah 29:11, and I actually have it on this little ring right here. Look up Jeremiah 29:11.
Here's what I found on the web for Jeremiah 2000.
Thanks, Siri. I think Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." That is my favorite Bible verse. That Bible verse has always just helped me get through my days and my life, and I actually have that on a little piece of paper that my grandma wrote for me, and I have it hung by my little light switch, and I've had that for a few years now. And it's just, I don't know, even if you're not necessarily a Christian, I feel like that's just something, it puts me at peace anyway. The fact that, there's hope for me and I have a future, and, just because today might be bad doesn't mean tomorrow will be bad. Let's see. Mau 1104, what is your childhood fear, or what is a fear that you have that is odd? As a child, I think just my fear was being separated from my mom, but I feel like that's common for little kids. But a fear that I have now that I feel like is kind of odd is I have a fear of slip and slides. And how that came about was I watched that show, it was like 1,000 Ways to Die or something like that, and it showed all these reenactments of real ways that people have been killed. And one of them, this guy had a tarp near a pool, and he went to slip and dive into the pool off the tarp, and there was a nail sticking up through the tarp, and it basically ripped his stomach open and his organs all spilled out. Girl. Girl, when I tell you I will never ever go on a slip and slide ever in my life, I will never go on a slip and slide ever in my life. After watching that, even though it wasn't a slip and slide, technically it was a tarp, but I will never slide on my stomach on anything slippery and slidey ever after seeing that. That was just terrifying to me. I remember I saw something on Facebook, it was an article, like a huge slip and slide through a city or something, it was the world's longest slip and slide, and I was just no, out in the middle of the street there could be sharps, no, ugh. Fizzy Girl 1, where did you get the idea for your channel name? I got the idea for my channel name from a hoodie that I got a while back, and I still have it. It says, it's like a Hello Kitty panda hoodie, and on the back it literally says, "Don't be a sad panda." And when I created my channel, it was around the time I got that, and I don't know, I just really liked that. I thought it was cute, so that's why I did my channel this. Bip Vidone, can you speak Spanish? Can you say, girl. This guy came into my work a few weeks ago, and he said, "Do you speak Spanish?" In Spanish, he's like, "Te amo." I'm like, "Me amo inglés." I was like, I do not speak any kind of Spanish. I took Spanish maybe half of a year in 7th grade, and no, girl. No. Cool Time 101. So we all know why you started your YouTube channel. Is there any other reason? I think everybody thinks I started my YouTube channel to be a motivation to other people, but that's not actually why I started it. The reason why I started it was just because I really like just speaking. I'm not very good at like public speaking. Like if I was asked to like give a speech somewhere, I would probably throw up. But I really like, you know, just like talking, you know, just like when I'm by myself, like, you know, I'm that weirdo that like talks to their mirror like, oh hey, mirror Adria, what's up? But, you know, it was really just kind of an outlet for me because I didn't have very many friends when I started my channel, so this was kind of a way for me to feel like I wasn't so alone. And then it eventually became, you know, me helping other people, and I really realized that, you know, this can be used in a really positive and influential way. You know, I can really help other people through this, and I think that's a great thing. So that's really why I continued YouTube, you know, not only because I love it, but because I've helped so many people through this, and, you know, so many people look up to me and admire me, and like that's great. You know, I'm not Miss Beyonce up in here, but, you know, I do what I can. Kenzie Marie Bailey, most awkward experience in high school. Oh my lord, girl. Alright, well, something really awkward was I used to like charge my phone in like all my classes because I was that kid, like I didn't care. They said no cell phones. I'm like, I do what I want, girl. So I would charge my phone in my classes, and in my math class, the outlets were actually like on the floor, which was weird. I'm like, why are the outlets on the floor? So there was one kind of near my desk, but it was a bit of a stretch. Like my phone just barely reached my backpack. I had my backpack on the floor, and I had the cord like stretched, and the phone was like inside my backpack, and my math teacher, who was in heels, tripped over it, and I was just like, I was like, no! And she just kind of looked at me like, and I was just like, sorry. That teacher hated me. I hadn't had detention my entire school life, and she was the first teacher to give me detention, and it was only because I was like 30 seconds late to class, not even. The bell rang, and maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds passed, and then I came through the door, and she's just like, yeah, detention for you because I don't like you because I tripped over your phone cord. Bye, Felicia. All things Ziegler's. Will you ever have a baby anytime soon? / have you thought about it? Girl. I feel like girls just always think about it, you know, even when they're too young to be like, oh yeah, I think about having babies, so your mom doesn't bitch slap you and be like, don't think about that. Don't you ever think about that. If the truth be told, I don't know if I ever really want to have a baby, because there's this whole thing, like my mom was really sick when she had me and my siblings, and it's this disease, I forget what it's called, but basically where your body rejects pregnancy, and basically it can kill you. Like it can kill, like my mom almost died. Like I am lucky to even have my mom because she could have very easily died. She even said to me like not too long ago, she's like, it's been my fear for you and your sisters, for you guys to ever have kids, because I don't want that to happen to you. And it could run in the family, and there's no way to even test if you have it or not. So, okay, trivia crack. So yeah, like it's kind of a little bit of a fear of mine to have kids. I mean, like, I know I'm only 21, like I don't need to be making those kind of decisions now, but it's just like something that crosses my mind. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I've always kind of thought about adopting a child, because I think about, you know, like the world is so overpopulated and there's kids out there that don't have families, so I feel like I would love to adopt a child. As weird as that may sound, you know, like I'm so young, like why am I talking about this, girl? But, you know, there's always that. I don't know. Lauren Thompson, what are you going to name your children? Again, like I'm so young to be thinking about this, but I know Brandon. Nobody cares what Brandon wants, but so cute. Like any girl, if you like heard your boyfriend say this, you'd be like, ah! He was like, if we ever had a little girl, I would want to name her Logan. I was like, that is so cute. I really, like for a boy, I really like the name like Asher. Or like Ashton. I really like that. I love Ash. I just want to call my son Ash. Like, I know my son couldn't have my last name, but if his name was like Ash Killen, that would be like the coolest thing in the world. Like, you can't even deny that, girl. He would get all the women, just saying. Chloe Nicole 12, who is your celebrity crush? Just recently I saw like the BuzzFeed video about like your sexual awakening, like the first person you saw like in a TV show or a movie where you really were like, okay. For me, that was probably Zac Efron in High School Musical, or in Hairspray, or all of the above, girl. John Stamos is still up there. Like, how is he still like good looking? How is he like 60 years old and still like, honey? Candor underdash, what is your goal for YouTube? Are you a feminist? What's your opinion on Cut for Zayn? Okay, so 3 different questions. Goals for YouTube? My really ultimate goal is to be able to do YouTube as like a full-time gig, you know. A lot of the bigger YouTubers, that's what they do, you know, they don't have a day job. You know, this box, this is what they do. And you know, I would love to do that. I would love to be able to invest all my time and energy into this. You know, that would be awesome for me. And if you'd like to help me in doing so, you can check out my Patreon page down below. Am I a feminist? Here's the thing, I'm more of like somebody that believes that people are what they want to make themselves, you know? I believe that there are men that are really crappy, and there are women that are really crappy. There are men that are really successful. There are women that are really I feel like you're as great as you want to believe you are. You're as great as you want to take yourself, you know? And I feel like the like really radical feminists, they just want like all the rights and equal treatment to just come to them. But for me, it's like, if you want equal treatment, like go get that for yourself. What exactly do you want to be equal to? Like for me, I don't really want to be equal to anybody. I just want to go about my life. And you know, if people view me different because I'm a woman, that's on them. That's not my problem. I'm a female, and if I want to be an architect, and if I don't want to do all the cooking in my family, if I don't ever have kids, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a feminist, but I really strongly believe that you are as great as you want to believe you are. Because I feel like feminists really, they just want all of the equal benefits of it. Like, they're like, oh, well, women make less money than men. It's like, then prove. You should be making quadruple what a man makes. Like, go out there and prove yourself, girl. Don't sit behind your computer and bitch about it. Like, go get it. What are you doing? That's my views, girl. And how do I feel about hashtag Cut for Zayn? I could make a whole separate video about this, but for now, whether you are cutting for your own personal demons or whether you are cutting to get the attention of somebody else, both are a problem. You know, people have asked me how I feel about people that cut and like post it all over the place and do it for attention. Both are a serious problem, and not one is more serious than the other. They are both serious problems. And if you are hurting yourself because a celebrity is doing something, you really need to talk to someone about that, because that's not okay. Mads Harper, do you believe in love at first sight? I really do believe in love at first sight. Like, I remember when I first saw Brandon's Instagram, like, I felt something. I don't know if it was necessarily love, but like, I felt like we were somehow connected in a weird way. Yeah, that's weird. I remember when I first saw him in the airport, I really felt like I loved him, and I still remember that feeling when our eyes like first locked onto each other. Like, I still remember that feeling. I still like get like super like happy, and like I feel like all like airy and light inside, like when I think about that. And yeah, I do believe in love at first sight. Ad for Why in the Life. What types of music do you like? I really like, I don't even know really the type of music it is, but it's maybe just rock. I don't know. I can get down with some dubstep. I can get down with 3 Days Grace. Like, I don't know. I don't know, girl. I kind of just hear random songs and I'm just like, oh, I like this song. I don't really have a set taste, really. Teddy Soul. What if you woke up as a chicken nugget? I'd eat myself, girl. Although I'd probably wait till like around lunchtime because a chicken nugget in the morning, unless it's Chick-fil-A breakfast, I want nothing to do with that. Zebra Lover 54, what is your favorite love drama movie? Oh, girl. Hands down, Labor Day. If you have Netflix, go watch Labor Day. That movie had me feeling all types of ways. Like, I cried like 3 times. And I didn't cry at Marley and Me. Like, I didn't cry at like Titanic. And think of it, the most tear-jerking movie ever. Chances are I didn't cry at it, but I cried 3 times during Labor Day. So just go watch that, okay? Julia Eliz, probably Elizabeth, 21. Did you have any chores growing up? And if so, what was your least favorite? I didn't really have chores because I was a very OCD child and I still am. My mom never really had to tell me to do anything. Like, I always made my bed when I woke up, even when I was 5. Like, what 5-year-old is making their bed every morning? Please tell me. Yeah, like, I really enjoyed cleaning up. Like, even when my little sisters would make messes, like, I kind of enjoyed cleaning up after them. I don't know. That was weird. Teddy Soul Heat again. What is your favorite color to paint your nails? I like to keep my nails kind of simple, really. I mean, I really just like a solid color, but I mean, I have this on now. This is like my favorite color, really. I like this color on my nails. I like lavender. I like baby pink. I really like pastel colors on my nails, especially like this time of year. Then in like the summer and like the fall and the winter, like I really like red on my nails. I don't know, girl. MewCats1, what inspired your name? And also say it was me who asked this question, please. Okay, it was MewCats1. My name, I believe, is actually in the Bible. I don't know which book. I feel like it might be Revelation. It might. Don't quote me on that because I know it's toward the end of the Bible, but my name is definitely in the Bible because that's where my mom got it from. Also, she got it from the Adriatic Sea, which is like over by like Europe, Italy. Yeah, you can Google Adriatic Sea. It's literally my name with T-I-C at the end. And I would love to go there someday. That would be so cool if I could go to Italy and like actually see the sea I was named after, the Adriatic Sea. And there's a city in Italy called Adria. So they could probably just crown me as their queen. Like, girl, I own this place. Back up. Sky G12, what do you use to edit your videos? I just use basic iMovie. I also have Final Cut Pro, which is something you have to pay for. It doesn't come with a computer, but I really like Final Cut Pro for editing like AMV type things, but as far as like my YouTube everyday videos, iMovie. Brittany Lee 92, what is your middle name and what are some of your favorite songs or bands? Love you. I love you too. My middle name is Meredith and that is also my mom's middle name, so we share a middle name. I have so many favorite bands, but who do I really love? I'm so late because I didn't really like music when I was a teenager. Like when I was like 14, I didn't really listen to music at all. I'm really late to the game, but I really love Green Day. I know it's like, girl, like what year are you in? I really like Green Day. I really like 3 Days Grace. I really just like anything like that sort of like kind of rebellious, you know, dirt under my fingernails type vibe, girl. I don't know, I really like that kind of music. A favorite song of mine at the moment is Bird and the Worm by The Used. As far as like Christian songs go, my favorite song right now is He Knows My Name by, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting her name. Yeah, if you just look up He Knows My Name, yeah, that's a great song too. Horseback Lover Forever, would you be willing to create an online site where your fans could donate money to you so you could travel and meet us? By the way, you're awesome and admire you a lot. Love you. I love you too. I don't know how I feel about like asking for money to travel, but I do have a Patreon. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but I just started it recently. I'm still kind of working it out with like the rewards and everything, but I will link it down below. It's the first link at the top. Basically, that website is something where you become a patron and you like donate monthly to someone to like support what they're creating. I feel like if I got enough money through that monthly, I could definitely go somewhere and do a meetup. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to travel somewhere I've never been before. Like, you guys have heard me say before, I'd love to do an Orlando meetup and I'd love to do a Philadelphia meetup. That would be awesome. And I know a few people that watch my videos live around Orlando, Florida, and around Philadelphia as well. So that would be really cool. And as far as the Philly meetup goes, my brother said to me once, he was like, don't ever do a meetup unless I'm there because I want to be there. I'm like, why? Why do you want to be there? Like bodyguard? Like what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, this is so sweet. Adria Killen fan page 123. Hashtag Ask Adria, how do you deal with hard times in your life? When something is really bothering me, what's always helped me is cleaning. And that's just me personally. Whenever there's things like out of my control, something that's upsetting me that I don't really have a say in, I can't really change it. For me, it helps to do something that I do have control of, and for me that's cleaning. For some people it might be like doing laundry, or like drawing, or I don't know, like doing their hair or their makeup, like I don't know. But it really helps to focus on things that you do have control of, because chances are if you have a hard time in your life or something bad is happening, chances are you don't have control over it or very much control over it. So, you know, I like to focus on things I do have control of, and for me, like that's like my environment, you know, I like to clean, I like to organize things because that's always kind of been my way of controlling things, and it's like, hey, I can control this, you know, so it's okay. Makey Danny, why did you fall in love with Brandon? To try and explain this is kind of hard, but there isn't really a set reason why you fall in love with somebody. It kind of just happens, and it's really just with how he's just so not like other guys, and that sounds so cliche, but no, like for real, like he is really not like other guys. Like he isn't out with his friends, you know, like I don't really have that many friends. He doesn't go out, he doesn't like go partying, go drinking, you know, like he's really just like me, but in guy form, you know, like he loves being at home, and you know, he's really quiet, he's not so outgoing. Like, 'cause I used to have boyfriends that were so outgoing, always wanted to be going somewhere. That always was really overwhelming for me because I am so not like that. The fact that Brandon is exactly the same as me, you know, doesn't like going out all the time, it's just really easy. That's the thing, like it's really effortless for us because we don't really have to explain anything to the other person, you know, because I'm like antisocial, so if I'm having a day where I don't want to go anywhere, doesn't really need explanation. Josie K07, do you ever plan on getting a pet anytime soon? I would love to have a pet. It's just like, I don't really know. I really wanted a parakeet, and I still do. It's just like, yeah. Like, it's an expense, girl. Because ever since Snowball died, I didn't bring him to Florida with me. I left him back home with my family, and that was really hard for me. But ever since he died, like, that was really hard for me. And even leaving him up there, Snowball really kept me company, and I really loved having something to take care of. So maybe, I don't know. Emily's account, pancakes or waffles? When it comes to homemade, probably pancakes, but when it comes to like if I'm at Denny's, hashtag I love Denny's. If I'm at Denny's, probably waffles. I don't know, I feel like you really have to be in the mood for one or the other. It's not like, oh, we're out of pancakes, so let's have waffles, you know? Oh, both are so good though. Those swift curls, will you do another period talk? I guess I could, but I don't know how much left there is to really talk about. I feel like I've covered everything, but I don't know. Maybe, I guess. 17 Lucy 17, would you rather be a vegetarian or a carnivore? I'd probably rather be a vegetarian. When I eat meat, I feel like it upsets my stomach, especially like ground beef. Like I've completely cut ground beef out of my diet, like forget it. Really the only meat that I eat is chicken, and on the off occasion bacon. Georgia Britannia, I'm sorry if I didn't say that right. What is your main life goal? P.S. You're awesome. You're awesome too. I don't know if I have like a particular set goal, but I'd love to just do something like completely out of my comfort zone, and I have done that. Like I've done a few things out of my comfort zone that's just like, wow, I should be really proud of myself, and I am, but it's like I want to keep doing that like for the rest of my life. Stuff that just takes me out of my comfort zone that's like, oh hey, you know, I did this and I feel awesome about myself now. I would definitely love to publish my novels. I'd love to turn them into like a graphic novel anime type thing. That would be like an insane life goal. Like if I actually accomplished that, I like headcanon, like I would die, girl. I think I'm gonna stop for today. I think I'm gonna stop for now. I feel like I've answered enough questions, but if you'd like to ask questions for future Ask Adria, you can check out my Instagram where I post. Sometimes I ask you guys to ask me questions. If you go to the hashtag Ask Adria, you should find the latest picture. Thank you guys so much for watching, being subscribed to me. All my links are down below. I will see you guys again real soon. Until then, panda hugs. I love you guys.